All right, last hole, Harrowing Woods, hole number 9. I like this hole a lot. There's lots of different things you can do with it. I usually play it the safest possible. I'm sure there's safer ways, but this is the way I usually do a forehand drive skip off the tee. And usually I try to go right at that through the first fairway, but it's not too bad when you end up like this. You definitely have a shot at the basket. And this hole should be a pretty easy eagle for everyone. Especially if you can get a drive like that. Kind of go up over wherever you end up, you have a decent shot at getting it close to the basket. So there's your eagle. Definitely don't want anything worse than an eagle on this hole, in my opinion. It's possible to get the albatross by throwing it in. This is the route I take. Just a forehand, try to stay wide of most of those trees and usually end up right here. This is kind of where I'm normally throwing from, and then I'll just throw kind of a high hyzer around or over all these trees. Try to hit that little gap there and hope it hits the basket. I think I've got lucky on a couple of them as far as throwing them in. But there you go. It's a pretty easy eagle, but I'm going to show you different ways to play this depending on how risky you want to get. Again, I'm gonna do the forehand again. It's just less trees to deal with on this route, and you usually end up with a shot at the basket where you can get it less than 50 for eagle. So that's typically how I'm going to play this hole. Sometimes if I get a good wind, like a tailwind, especially if it's a tailwind kind of right to left a little bit, then I'll throw a backhand off the tee. There's different ways to do the backhand. You can kind of go through that second patch of trees here, but sometimes that'll end up way too far. And this is right here. This is a reason I don't throw the backhand very much. It's just a little harder to be consistent, and there's a lot more trees you're going to have to deal with than throwing the forehand. You can get really aggressive with it and just kind of hope it makes it through all these trees. See, even that one, it was pretty lucky, but you still end up in these trees over here, which you can usually get around or through or over or under. There's usually a way up to get somewhat close to the basket. This one's going to hit the wrong side of the barn there. That's no bueno. But again, especially if you got a good wind, you can start getting really aggressive with this. That's why this hole can be pretty fun. You can throw it on this type of a line and just hope you get something like this where you get through and slide up far enough to where you can actually see the basket. I don't think I have much of a backhand, but I definitely got a forehand shot here. Up and over and let it fade towards the basket a little bit. See if we can't get an albatross for you guys. 186. Yeah, we got it. There you go. So it's doable. Again, you can get really aggressive. That's what I like about this hole, but you can easily get an eagle, but you can also get aggressive and go for gold. But so many more trees you got to deal with throwing a backhand. Here's another good one. Oh, I got a pretty bad skip. But it's still, like, if that would have gotten a solid skip, that would have been up there probably 150 out. So it's possible to give yourself a pretty good look at albatross, but it definitely takes some luck. I missed that one. That would have been cool, 2 in a row. Try it again. I mean, there's no way 3 in a row. That's defying the odds here. I'm sure we're going to... Yeah, here we go. I was going to say, if that one gets through... Just trying to show you that it's not very easy. It's possible, but it's just a lot more challenging because you're dealing with a lot more, but it's kind of fun to go for every once in a while, or if it's the first hole of a daily, just do it till you get the albatross because it's definitely doable. We'll go one more time. This one might get through. Yeah, this is looking really good too. Almost too far. Still got a shot. You want to do like a forehand. the warship. Pull a little anhyzer to start it. Nope. Well, I'll play it one more time. I hope you guys enjoyed this course. I really enjoy this course, and it pops up a lot in multiplayer and tournaments and whatnot. So it's important to know these holes and know how to gain some strokes. But hope you enjoyed these videos. Don't hesitate to leave any comments. If you got any recommendations or different ways to play any of these or different discs you like to throw, or any questions at all, just feel free to comment. Subscribe if you like them, and I'll keep the videos coming.